Hi everyone, my name is Meredith Gilmore and I'm the Director of Group Fitness here at the TownLake YMCA in Austin, and today we are going to do a 30-minute Pilates mat series, all levels, with hand weights as a prop. If you don't have hand weights available, you can use any sort of stand-in prop that has a little weight to it, or no weights at all. You can still do all the movements without the weights. We miss you all so very much here at the TownLake YMCA. We're counting the days until we can all be back together again safely within these walls as a community. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So bend your knees, pick up your weights. We're gonna start standing in a lunge position. So coming profile to your mat, step your right foot forward and your left foot back, and get sorted here in the lower body. So we want that front knee to be tracking over that front ankle. Your back ankle is nice and high. Shoulders are stacked over your hips, belly and ribs are in, shoulders roll down away from the ears, chest is slightly lifted, and gaze is forward. We're gonna bring the weights or just your palms together in front of your chest. Lift your elbows so that your chest and your back are active. Keep your pelvis nice and square. Inhale as you lower that back knee down to the floor. Exhale as you lift, squeezing your glutes. Inhale down and exhale up. So our goal is to come straight down to the mat here. We want to avoid pitching forward. We want to keep the shoulders over the hips the entire time. So our weight is moving straight down and up. We're really loading the posterior chain there of both of these legs. Press firmly into the front foot and firmly into the ball mound of the back foot. Good. 3 more here. Inhale down and exhale up for 2. Last one, and we're going to add some arm movements here. As we lower, we're going to take the arms out wide. Keep the elbows lifted. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, belly in, weights in for 4. And pull. Good. 3. And pull. Last 2. Last one here. Good. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now we're going to send the weights over the crown of the head as we come down and right back in front of the chest. Over the crown of the head and squeeze the glutes as you straighten the legs for 4. And up. Good. 3. Waking up that body. Here's 2. Good. Last one, hold low in those legs. Bring the weights back in front of the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. 8 pulses here. Stay low here for 8 and 7. Good. Tiny movements for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Step it up, take a moment, shake it out, and then we'll switch sides, stepping that right foot back nice and long, bending into that front knee, and again, that front knee tracks over that front ankle, back heel is nice and high, energy through that leg, hips are square, shoulders are stacked over the pelvis. Inhale as you roll the shoulders back and down, pull the belly in, pull the ribs in. We'll take it down and all the way up. Big squeeze through the glutes, pressing firmly through that front foot. Good, lengthen that back leg. And again, straight down and up. No pitching forward. You have 4. And 3. Here's 2, elbows stay lifted. Last one. Good, now we're gonna take the arms out, flip the palms to face the floor, and take those weights out just a little bit wider, about shoulder width distance. We're gonna lower the arms as we drop the leg and lift up to shoulder height. So it's press and return. Press and return. Keeping the belly in to maintain that balance, keeping shoulders stacked over hips for 3. And up and squeeze. 2, up and squeeze. Last one. Good, now we're going to draw those elbows back as we lower and push. Squeeze the shoulder blades and press it all the way for 4. Almost there with this warm up. 3, push. Good, 2. Last one, hold it there. Bring the weights back to your chest. Here we go, 8 counts here. We pulse 8, 7, tiny movements. Stay low for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it low, send your chest forward, drop your weights to either side of your mat, plant your palms down, and step your foot back. Boom, plank, here we go. Spread the fingers wide, press back through the heels, hips are in line with the shoulders, belly is pulled in, chin is up off the chest, holding here
for 8 strong counts. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come wide to the mat. Sink your hips back to your heels and take a nice deep breath here as you stretch. Big inhale and full exhale. Good. We're going to shift our weight forward and we're going to stay in our tabletop position. So on hands and knees, hands come underneath the shoulders and knees walk back so that they're truly underneath the hips. We're going to pull the belly in and up so that we flatten the low back. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Step your right leg nice and long. Bring your tippy toes to the floor. Now drop your right hip back down, keeping your pelvis square and your weight evenly distributed. Inhale to lift your toes up off the floor, squeezing your seat, and tap the floor. Lift and squeeze and tap. So we're trying to isolate the movement here on the right side. Try not to dump your weight towards the left side, towards the supporting side, but keep your weight shifted. Tap and squeeze the glutes to lift for 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to find a combo here. We're going to lift for 2 and tap the elbows down. It looks like this. We lift, lift, tap, and push. Lift, lift, elbows down and up. So we're working through the arms a little bit. We're throwing ourselves off balance here a little bit too. So we're maintaining that stability as best we can. Keep the chin up off the chest. Squeeze through the glutes. Press through the heel of your hand as you power your elbows up off the floor. You have 3. Tap and lift. Here's 2. Tap and lift. Last one. Tap and lift. Now, dropping your left forearm down to the floor, step your right arm out and open up your hips. Your hips are open, they're nice and stacked. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Reach through that right leg, reach through those toes. It's lift and lower. Lift and lower. So your hips are square here. Belly is in, chin is up for 4, and 3, 2, and hold it there at hip height. Circle forward and around. Forward and around. Notice the rest of my body is super stable, super still. That's where that challenge comes in. Maintaining that stability while we're working deeply through those muscles of the leg. For 3, 2, hold it there, pull the belly back in and circle back and around. Try to keep that leg up at hip height. You've got this, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Drop your leg and then drop your hip. We're gonna come to a side position here, coming up onto your palm, and then walk your top foot in so that you have heel to ankle alignment in those feet. And we're gonna press up to a pike position. Draw your elbow into your hip. Pull your belly in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to press into your palm. Lift your hips. We twist, reaching that right hand over towards the left ankle. And then with control, we come all the way back down to where we started. We have 3 more of those, all right? Inhale to prepare. All the way up, twist, rotating through the spine. And then we come right back down. Good. 2. Push the floor away. Send the hips up high and rotate. Good. Elbow comes back into the hip. Last time here. All the way up and around and all the way back down. Nice work. That's a challenging one. Let's stack the legs. Stacking the shins. Bring your hands to your top shin for a little mermaid stretch. We're going to twist through the rib cage. Hands to the top shin. Drop your chin towards your chest and round forward. Stretching the side body here and opening up across the back. Big breath in, full breath out. Coming all the way back up to seated, send your arms behind you, kick your legs forward and around. Now we're hitting the other side. We're coming back to our tabletop. Hands underneath our shoulders, walk your knees underneath your hips. Lengthen through your neck, good. And then send your opposite leg nice and long. So tucking that tailbone down, pulling the belly in, pressing the floor away. It's lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. So keeping that pelvis nice and stable, hips are nice and square, belly is in, all the way in and up, ribs pull in toward the midline. Keep the weight shifted towards that active side. Try not to dump into that supporting side. Squeeze the glutes as you lift. for 4 and 3, 2, and holding there, we're gonna add those elbow taps to the combo. So we lift for 2, drop the elbows, press, lift, lift, drop and press. Good, up and squeeze, lower, press for 3. Squeeze those glutes, press into the heel of that palm, lift, lower and up. Last one here, lower and up. Beautiful. Drop that right forearm down, open up through that hip. I'm gonna box out through those hands a little bit. Good, and then keeping that leg up nice and high, reaching through those toes. Lift and return. Belly is in, rib is in. Good, roll the shoulders back and down, ribs, all the ribs, not just one. Chin is up off the chest, and squeeze and reach. And squeeze and reach. Good, for 3 and 2. And hold it here, circle forward and around. Stability in the rest of the body. Good, working through that hip socket. Let that leg be heavy. That's the point there, working really deeply through the glutes, through the thighs, through the hips. Good, for 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, circle back and around. Back and around. Good, keep that leg up nice and high. You've got this for 4 and 3, 2, 1, and done. We're gonna go ahead, drop the leg, drop the hips. Coming to our side position, walk up to your palm, walk your heel in towards the top of your foot so your feet are nice and staggered. Sitting up tall here, draw your elbow into your hip. Inhale to prepare, pull the belly in, lift yourself up and away from the floor, twist, rotate, reaching for that right ankle, and then we come all the way back down the way we came. So we take it all the way up, and lift the hips, rotate, reach, and pull everything back in. You have 3 more. Up and around, looking under that supporting arm. Good, for 2. Up and around, hips come nice and high. Last one here, up and twist, and come right back down. Good, and let's take that mermaid stretch on this side. Let's stack those knees, stack those shins, hands to the top shin. Twist through that rib cage, draw your chin in towards your chest and round yourself forward, stretching across the top of your back and getting a nice deep side stretch through that side body. Big inhale, full exhale. Good. We'll unwind. Turn back to the top of the mat, and if you're using weights today, go ahead and grab them. We're gonna scooch ourselves up, bring our feet together and our knees together. You have one long, strong leg here for C curve. And C curve, it's really important to note that when we're looking for a C shape in our spine, it's not our entire spine. We're not trying to round through the upper back and hollow out the chest. We're actually looking for that C shape in the lower spine. So we're tucking our tailbone under, scooping the belly in and up, and contracting through that abdominal wall. So inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to tuck the hips under slightly, scoop the belly in and up, hollowing out the abdominals. And we're gonna bring the weights right into the center of the chest. Lift the elbows, just like we did in our warm-up, roll the shoulders back and down. Keep the weights close to the chest. Holding here, you should feel a little bit of work in the abdominals already. If you don't, come down 1 more inch, a little bit lower. Challenge yourself. Inhale down an inch, exhale, return. Inhale lower, and exhale, return. So notice I'm not coming all the way up and out. I wanna stay low, I wanna stay in that challenge zone. So I keep scooping the belly, tipping the pelvis, and just working really deeply into the abdominal muscles here. Squeeze your knees together so that you're working through your inner thighs and you're engaging your pelvic floor, taking it down and up. Good, for 3 and 2. And hold it here nice and low. Find that challenging position. Hug your weights close into your chest, keeping your knees exactly where they are. Inhale through center, exhale, twist to the right, and back to center. Twist to the left, and back to center. Notice my knees are not moving along with me, right? I'm keeping them stable. My feet are rooted to the floor. My elbows are lifted. Good, and I'm working through the rib cage. I'm twisting through the spine. The pelvis is staying right where it is. Hold here to the right. Extend your arms long, roll the shoulders back and down. Pick the chin up, lengthen through the neck, smile. Open those arms nice and wide, and exhale, press close. Little alligator arms here for your Pilates mat class. The goal here is to keep the arms long and the weight as far away from you as you can. So it's really challenging the left oblique, the opposite side body. For 3, and push. 2, and last one. Beautiful. Hug those weights back in. Let's hit the other side. Stay low. We twist to the left. Extend the arms long. Keep the shoulders rolled down and back. And we open nice and slow. And exhale, press it closed. Squeeze the knees together as you squeeze the weights back together. For 4, keep the shoulders down, chin up. For 3, good. Here's 2. Last one. Good. Draw the weights back in. Back to center. Take a breath here. Reset. We'll send those arms long. Flip the palms to face the floor and take them out a little bit wider, about shoulder width distance. Lean back 2 more inches as you float the weights to the floor, and then we come right back up just to that starting position. Press down and return. Try not to come all the way up and out of it. You should feel those obliques really working very deeply here now. Keep pulling the belly in and up. Keep tipping the pelvis back. Good. Exhale, press and lean, and return. For 3. Almost there. You've got this. 2. Good. Last one. Hold it low. Flip your palms to face the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back and down. Curl those weights into the shoulders. Hold low and reach it nice and long. You have 5 bicep curls here. Pull and lengthen. Good. For 4 and 3. Just one more move after this. You've got this. Squeeze those knees together. 2. And the last one here, let's take those arms long, maybe take them out a little bit wider, circle in and around, just holding here in stillness through the rest of the body. Try to focus here. If closing your eyes and just breathing helps, do that. You have 4, 3, 2, hold it there, circle out and around. Shoulders down away from those ears, chin is up, gaze is forward for 4, and 3, 2, 1, and done. Draw your elbows in and sit all the way up. Nice work. Sit your weights off to the side. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take a quick butterfly stretch here, hugging your heels in and hinging forward from the hips, releasing those inner thighs, releasing that low back. Awesome, awesome job. All right, we're gonna take the feet forward and we're gonna come into a half teaser exercise. So still focusing on the abdominals here. The feet are gonna separate here, just about hips width distance. We're gonna reach our arms nice and long, rolling all the way down to the back. We're gonna take the arms back, biceps alongside the ears. Circle them around. Exhale, scoop your belly, lift as you extend your right leg up, toes to the sky. And then we come down, keep the leg lifted, circle the arms, and exhale up. If you need a modification, always an option to keep the foot on the floor or bring your hands to your hips to help you roll up. Good, and we take it all the way down. And exhale, try to articulate the spine all the way up. Last one here, all the way down and up. Good, now let's go ahead and grab that leg and walk ourselves all the way down. Beautiful. Give yourself a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Point through those toes, flex through that heel. Point and flex. We're gonna extend that left leg nice and long, flexing through the foot, point through the right toes. Arms are gonna come out alongside you. Spread your fingers wide. Glue your pelvis to the floor. Inhale, draw your big toe across the midline. Down and exhale up. Inhale across, down and exhale up. So we want to avoid the back and the pelvis peeling up off the floor. We want to keep everything where it is. Let that leg, that thigh bone, sink heavy into that hip socket. Let the abdominals do the heavy lifting, trying to get the weight of that leg back up over the pelvis. One more this direction. Left leg is super steady. Hold there at the top. Pull the belly in deeper if you can and take your big toe out, down, and around. So away from the midline, exhale, circle and lift. For 3. Stillness in the rest of the body. 2. Good. And 1. Beautiful. Send your hands to the back of your leg. Walk your hands up. Curl your shoulder blades up. Point through the left toes and hover the left foot off the leg. See if you can send your chest higher towards your thigh. Exhale as you pull in for 2. Inhale, switch, exhale, pull in for 2. So it's pull, pull, and pull, pull. Modification for this, you can always rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Just keep your legs up at a higher angle if you do. Keep your low back flat. Good, your shoulder blades up off the floor. Nice. Last one on the right, last one on the left. Hold here, bend into your right foot. Send your arms back alongside you. Press into your right foot, exhale, lift as you come up into your teaser on the other side. All the way down, circle those arms, and exhale up. Good, 3 more. Taking it down, remember you can keep your foot on the floor. You can hold the back of your thighs. I think we have 1 more here. Lost count. Good, and hold that leg, and climb yourself all the way down. Good, resting your back on the mats. Give yourself a gentle stretch. Point through the toes, flex through the heels, point and flex. Extend your right leg long, flex through that heel, anchor through that right foot. Arms come out to the sides, spreading the fingers, pressing into the palms. Point through the left toes. Inhale, draw the left big toe across the midline, down and exhale up. And again, we want to imagine that the pelvis is nailed to the floor right where it is. The back stays flat and the ribs stay in toward the midline. So you feel this work deep in the abdominals. For 3, right leg is super steady. For 2, think of it as your anchor. Last one, holding it up there. Good, and then reverse the direction out, down and exhale, lift. Good. Seek the work deep into the abdominal wall. Press through your palms and the pads of your fingers to help stabilize. 2 more. Good. Last one. All the way out. And in, hands to the back of the leg. Give yourself a gentle stretch. Point through both feet and curl up. Shoulder blades lift up off the floor. Float that right leg up off the floor. Exhale and bring chest and thigh closer together. Inhale, switch, and exhale, pull. So it's pull, pull, and pull, pull. Try not to rock around through the pelvis. Good. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. You have 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Knees in, head down, rock side to side. Give yourself a little break here. Nice work. Beautiful. We're going to get into our bridge series next. So we're going to drop the feet to the mat. Keep the feet and the knees hips width distance apart. Walk your heels so that so that they're close to your glutes. And for a challenge today, we're going to offer up a different variation for the arms. You can always bring your arms out to the side, spreading the fingers wide, and give yourself a little bit more support. If you want a challenge, bend into your elbows, make a fist with your right hand, and pack your right hand into your left palm. I call this a dojo grip. It's a martial arts inspired grip. We're gonna lift the elbows so that we're active across the chest. This is gonna throw off our balance and stability quite a bit. We don't have our arms to help support us, so it's a lot of challenge. Press firmly into that left palm with that right fist. Inhale to lift the hips up off the floor, and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. So as you lift the pelvis up and away from the floor, pull the belly in first, then float the pelvis up and away from the ground. Keep your knees in line with your hip bones the entire time. So be mindful if the knees are trying to splay out a little bit wider, keep them on the same railroad track as the hip bones. 2 more here. Big squeeze at the top as you press into the heels. Good. Last one here, and hold yourself up here. Press into that grip or press into your palms if they're on the floor. See if you can lift your hips 1 more inch. Shift your weight to your left foot. Peel your right toes off the floor. Boom. Balance challenge right away. So we want to try to keep the hip bones level, the hips lifted, pointing through those right toes. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. If you need a modification, you can bring your hands to the floor for support, or you can drop your hips and just work from here if that's too much for your low back. Right? You have 3. Press into that grip. Elbows stay wide. 2. Last one, hold your leg up, extend your toes towards the ceiling, drop your hips and lift. You have 5. Push away. 4, and squeeze. 3, lift. 2, and last one. Good. Set your right foot down, roll your pelvis back down to the floor. And if you're using that dojo grip, switch your grip. So that left fist comes into the right palm, pack it nice and tight, roll the shoulders back and down, walk your heels in towards your glutes. Belly in as you inhale, lift up, and exhale, hover the floor. So as we lift, we press into the heels, squeeze the glutes. You'll feel a stretch through the top of the thigh, length through the front of the hip, but lots of work through the back of the leg. Good. For 4, up and squeeze, return. For 3, good. And 2, and last one, hold it up there. Lift your hips up 1 more inch if you can, shifting weight into the right foot, peel the left toes up off the floor. Try to keep those hip bones level, try to keep those hips lifted. Inhale, tap, and exhale up. Inhale, tap, and exhale up. And again, you can drop your hips if you need a modification or bring your hands to the floor. You have 3, and lift. 2, belly is in, ribs are in. Good, last one here. Hold your leg up, extend your toes, reach through those toes, drop your hips and lift. Drop your hips and lift, press into that grip. You have 5, up and squeeze. 4, lift. 3, almost there. 2, squeeze. Last one, good. Set your foot down, roll your hips down, and pull your knees in. Rock side to side, nice work. Extend your right leg nice and long. Keep your left knee hugging in. Hands to the top of your left shin. Curl your shoulder blades up. Lift your elbows. Float your right leg off the floor. Exhale, bring thigh and chest closer. Inhale, switch. Exhale, and pull. Switch and pull. So again, we want the pelvis to stay steady. You can always drop head, neck, and shoulders, but keep your legs up at a higher angle if you do. We want to maintain a steady pelvis, a flat back, and lifted shoulder blades, right? Gaze is up towards the ceiling, back of the neck is nice and long. You have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees in, hands to either shin, curl up 1 inch higher if you can. Inhale, reach arms and legs in opposition. Exhale, circle in and around. Inhale and reach. Exhale and pull. You've got this for 3, and pull. 2, and scoop. Last one, and hold it. See if you can curl up 1 more inch, and slowly lower. Nice work. We're almost there. Just a couple more things before we stretch. We're gonna keep our hands to the top of our shins, curl the shoulder blades up, and start to rock along the length of your spine. You're rolling like a ball, massaging the back of your body, building a little bit of momentum to come all the way up to a seated position at the top of the mat. We're gonna swing our legs around and come down onto our belly for our prone series. Hands are gonna come just in front of the shoulders. Gaze is right down towards the top of your mat. Press the tops of your feet towards the mat. The back of the neck is long. Press your hip bones down into the floor as you lift your belly up and away. Spread your fingers wide. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, push into your palms and just slightly lift your chest, a little bit of pressure into your hands, bringing your gaze up towards the floor in front of you. And exhale, lower down. So starting small here, keep your feet connected. Inhale and lift. So tops of the feet stay glued to the floor. And exhale, lower. Your head, neck, and chest are moving as one unit. So we're not flinging our head back. We're keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Think of sending the shoulder blades closer together on the back of the body. 1 more like this. Good. Now you can stay here or you can try for that full range. Pressing into your palms, straightening your arms, full extension, and then drop those elbows down, tip of the nose to the mat. Inhale, press into those palms. Keep the belly engaged. Exhale and slowly lower. 2 more like that. Inhale and push, shoulders down. Exhale and return. Last time here. Inhale and push. And exhale, slowly lower. Send your right arm long and your left arm long. Pinky edge of your hand to the floor. Palms are facing in. Chest is slightly lifted. Gaze is down on the floor. Glue your hip bones to the mat. Inhale, float your right leg and right arm and left leg up off the mat. Exhale and slowly lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And exhale, slowly lower. Try not to rock throughout the body, but really isolating the movement here in the arm and leg, working across the body here, opposite arm to opposite leg. And where do they connect? The very center of your back. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. So imagine drawing an X across the back of your body. Those are the lines of energy that you're looking for. Good, now both arms and legs here. Inhale to float up and exhale to lower. Keep the gaze down at the floor. The back of the neck is long. The chest is not moving. It's just the arms and the legs. Last one here. Float everything up off the floor. Draw the shoulders down and swim the arms and legs. Trying to keep the pelvis as steady as possible. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And swimming here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. Go ahead, rest your cheek to the mat, bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. One last thing before we end. We're gonna walk our hands back so that they're in line with our shoulders. Tuck your toes under. You can move through a bent knee. We're gonna push up to plank. Hug your elbows in nice and tight. Pull your belly in and press yourself up away from the floor. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Good, pressing back through your heels. Always an option to stay on your knees if you need to hold here for a modification. We're not here for long, we're just gonna finish strong here, shifting our weight forward and back. Inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, press back through your heels. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. Try not to pike your hips up or round your upper back. You're just a moving plank here, one long line of energy. For 3. And press. Good. 2. And last one, holding in plank. Push the floor away, spread your fingers wide, pull your belly in. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and bend your knees. Set them down to the edge of your mat and drop your hips back to your heels. Melt your chest down to the floor. Bring your gaze down to the floor and breathe. Keep your hips and your heels close to one another. Start to walk your hands over to the right. Lift your belly up a little bit. See if you can set it on top of your thigh. Crawl your hands over a little bit farther. Bring your gaze down and feel a nice deep side body stretch from the left hip all the way up along the left rib cage and the exterior of that left arm. Inhale as you walk yourself over through center to the left. Lift belly up on top of your thighs. See if you can crawl your hands over a little bit farther. Bring your gaze down. Let your head fall down towards the floor. Deep breaths here through the lungs as you feel a stretch all the way from your right hip along the rib cage and up the side of the arm. Inhale, walk yourself back to center and send your weight forward. Right into tabletop here. Inhale to drop your belly, arch your back, look up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine as you bring your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, stretch from your navel to your chin, finding length. Exhale, stretch from your tailbone to the crown of your head, finding space. One more time. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and round. For thread the needle, we'll walk that right hand towards the center of the mat. Inhale, open your left arm up towards the ceiling, and then send your left arm underneath your right. Keep your hips high. Drop your left cheek to the mat. So gently twisting through the spine here, feeling a stretch across the top of the back. Inhale, press yourself all the way back up, lifting that left arm up towards the sky, and then replace the left hand with the right towards the center of the mat. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale and twist, dropping that right cheek towards the floor, keeping the hips high, gentle twist through the spine. Inhale to press yourself all the way back up, and to center, plant your palms just forward of your shoulders, tuck your toes under, pull your belly in, and send your hips up nice and high. Pike position, pedal out through those feet. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. Maybe find stillness here. Melt your chest towards the tops of your thighs. Find a nice deep stretch through the back of the leg, through the low back. Carefully walk your feet up towards your hands. Keep a bend in your knees as you drop your head. Melt your belly over your thighs and just hang out here. Let your head really go here. Let it hang heavy and let gravity do some of the work to traction your spine. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows, swaying side to side if that feels good. Good, and then hands can come down to the floor. Heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Keep a bend in your knees and inhale, slowly come up. Stacking your spine, 1 inch at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders, last thing to come up. And once you do, you can step profile to the top of your mat. Take your heels and your toes out wide and just take a big breath in. Reach those arms up. Flip your palms, exhale, press it all away. One more time, big breath in. And exhale, press it all away. Nice job, you guys. I hope you feel good. I hope your bodies are feeling great. Once again, we miss you so much here at the TownLake YMCA. We can't wait to be together again, but until then, please enjoy all of our virtual options online and know that we're counting the days until we can see you. Thanks so much.